If you like crazy, creepy, and hilarious true stories like this one, then don't forget to subscribe to the full audio Your Best True Story podcast on any podcast player.
You got a crazy-ass true story to tell.
This is a story of a great white expedition I did. I was living on a liveaboard with Ronnie Fox Expeditions in southern Australia. And what would happen is that we would actually take a cage and we would actually be on the surface, and you could actually look at the sharks when they come at you. Or what you could do is, if you had your scuba certification, and I did, and I was nitrox certified, you could actually take the cage, and what we do is between 60 and 80 feet. And at the bottom, you would actually see the sharks actually swimming around, and they would actually get close a little bit sometimes because they could smell there was a chum box in the cage. And a lot of times I would be standing like right next to the chum box, so they'd come right up to my camera. And there was some times I was able to get some really good shots. There was a couple times the camera would hit like the front end of the great whites when I was taking some of these photos. And we'd always talk about, like, when we get back up to the surface, they're like, man, you're getting so close, taking great shots. We talk about cameras and that type of thing. So there'd be 3 divers and there'd be 1 dive master. So think of the cage as like just a square, and in each corner there was an individual, a diver. So it was one time we took the cage and we came all the way down, looking at one of the divers, and she's facing me, and she's actually looking down at her camera, making these adjustments, and this big great white starts hovering. And all he's doing is he's actually just looking at me and my eye contact. I'm looking straight at him. And this diver is looking down at her camera, making these adjustments, and she has no idea that this massive great white shot would be the perfect photo. And she's making those adjustments, and I'm just watching this great white hover there, just looking into our cage. And then right when she's about to be done and she's made her adjustments, he just hovers all the way back down. And she turns around and looks at the water, and there's no great white to be seen. It's just so amazing that the whites are so graceful and they're so in tune with their environment. Something that big can be that elusive. And so that's my story about the great whites in southern Australia.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Then go to yourbesttruestory.com to record your own story. That's yourbesttruestory.com. Thanks for listening.
You got a crazy-ass true story to tell. It could be funny or thrilling or creepy as hell. And when you speak, surely none will make a sound. And the world's going breathless when your true story comes around.